What's up, friends? Happy Thursday. Hope everything's going well in your world. Today's Thursday controllable is the third controllable of the week, which is fuel. I've said this a million times and I'll continue to say it. Do not make this more difficult than need be. Life will complicate itself on your own. Let simple things be simple. So, 3 keys to this whole fuel thing. First part of that's what I drink. Again, to keep it simple, A, B, C, and 1, 2, 3 is me. Water, 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 water. When you need to add something to water, use either lemons or use limes or some kind of maybe a really simple basic additive that's calorie free. Okay, so that's to keep it really simple. Be absolutely ruthless about drinking calories because it starts to take away from the food intake. So be ruthless about that. Sport drinks, fruit juices, sodas, only on occasion, only occasionally do we go near those things. Water, 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 water. Don't get me wrong, libations stay cold in the fridge in my house. I keep a really jam-packed schedule, as lots of you guys do. I've got 3 kids in the house. Don't get me wrong, but I also know when I'm gonna do that. We make plans ahead, we prepare, we make little trade-offs here and there. On the second part of that is with the food and how to build the plate mindfully. Use the hand as the guide. I've sent that thing out. I've pumped that thing out dozens of times. It simply can't go wrong because it's nature. God is brilliant and nature is brilliant that way. Just follow that again and again and again and again. And so if I walk into, I'm at a get-together or a gathering or a party or whatever I'm going to, just build your plate mindfully. Like, what's the protein source going to be first? The very first thing is the protein source. Lean, something lean. If you are vegan or you're not doing that right now, you're kind of like cutting back on your meat intake, it's got to be beans. Problem with beans is it starts to cut over into Starchville a little bit, so the beans can get tricky. We really try our very best to not put meat and beans on the same plate because it gets really hard on digestion. It gets really hard on your gut. So first and foremost, back to it, boom, is the protein source. Second is the fat source. You know, we're talking different oils that you can use for flavoring. We're talking about avocado. There's lots of different choices out there. If you need some resources, please ask and I'll pump that stuff out. Remember, anytime you need something, some clarification, or for me to elucidate something, just let me know. I've got resources for days, probably too many, honestly, at some points in time. Last part of that is the carb source. Just so you know, I separate starchy tubers and things like that from the vegetables because from my perspective, I like to teach it as choose the drink option, something lean, then something green, then a fist-sized portion of starch. Whole foods are always best. Rice, potatoes, sweet potatoes, oats, things along those lines are best because they're simplest, the most easily digested, and carried into those stores as glycogen, as fuel. So now if you do a crunch, like a crunchy snack before you eat dinner, you do not get a starch with dinner, so make sure that you know that. So if you raid those tortilla chips that are in there, you get a handful of those, do not have a starch with dinner. That's a very simple trade-off. So right back to it and make sure we keep all this stuff aligned here. Something to drink, be smart with that. Let's go protein source, we'll go fat source, we'll go the starch source, and the very last part of that, sit down, slow down, actually eat the food. Do not be the Cookie Monster or a Viking raiding a medieval village, which is the third part of this. So again, there's your fuel. Just repeat that over and over and over again, and it simply can't not work for you. Have an awesome day. God bless. We'll be in touch.